Our class today will be all about folds, forwards, backwards, sideways, whatever, maybe a bit of upside downy, but it's going to be quite a gentle class. So have your yoga straps ready. If you've got yoga blocks nearby, have them because they may well come in useful. Come to lying on your mat. So come to on your mats, have your yoga block or your whatever you're using if you haven't got a yoga block, and just bring it underneath your sacrum. So that flat part of your lower back just before it meets your bottom, and have the block on the lowest setting to start off with because that feels quite nice. And it's just going to elevate your hips and lengthen the spine a little bit. So once you've found that comfortable spot on the block, actively relax your hips, relax your back, relax your shoulders. See how that feels. If you want it a little bit higher, you can always flip the block up to the next height, but that's more of a deeper back bend. So to start off with, I think this is quite nice. Have your arms by your side, palms facing upwards. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs, expand your lungs, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Ujjayi breath, that constriction on the back of the throat. Next, inhale. As you inhale, lift the arms up, fingers point to the ceiling. Exhale, T-shape your arms out to the side. Inhale, lift the arms up, fingers up to the ceiling. Use your Uddiyana Bandha, engage the core as you exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. Keep fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. Lift one leg, point the toes up to the ceiling. Point and flex the foot a few times. Rotate the ankle one way and the other way. And release that foot down. Inhale, other leg lifts up, point the foot, point the toes, flex, point and flex. Rotate the ankle one way, the other way, and release down. On your next inhale, press into the feet, start to lift your bottom off the block. Squeeze your butt cheeks as your hips lift up to the ceiling. Exhale, just lower them back down onto the block. Inhale, engage Uddiyana Bandha, press into feet, lift hips. Exhale, release. One more time. Draw belly button up and in as you press into feet, lift those hips. Release the arms out to the side, keeping hips lifted. Just gently move the block away from underneath you and then start to roll the spine down one vertebra at a time. Keep your butt cheeks sucked in until your sacrum hits the mat. Then release your butt cheeks. Release your hips. Drop the knees to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Slide the feet together. Put the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to the side. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. On your next inhale, engage that Uddiyana Bandha. Really draw the belly button up and in as you lift the knees up together. Arms are still T-shaped as you lift one knee, the other knee, and we are in tabletop position. Toe taps, releasing one leg, tap the toe. Inhale up. Now you want to move really slowly in this, focusing on drawing your belly button up and in. Lower back imprinted on the mat. Slow it down a little bit. Some of you are moving too fast. You want to be moving really slowly. Slow is strong. Control it. Actively pulling all of your belly muscles up and in. 2 more times on either side. Focus on that core. Super, super strong. And once you've done 2 rounds, come back to a neutral pose. Inhale, legs up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Very, very slowly start to bring the legs out to a wide straddle. Relax your shoulders, point the toes away from you. Pull the toes in towards you. Engage the core to bring the legs back up. Feet tap, exhale, point toes, lowering back to your straddle. Inhale, up, flex the feet as feet come together. One more time. Point the toes as you come to your straddle. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, coming up, flex those feet. Bend the knees, wrap arms behind the knees, hug knees into the chest, take a little roll from side to side. And then grab hold of your strap or belt or whatever it is that you're using. Bring it around both feet and extend both legs up to the ceiling. Extend your arms long so your shoulders lift. Take hold of the strap quite close to the feet. Straighten the legs as much as you can, then release the shoulders down to the mat. Your bottom might lift slightly off the mat, that's fine. Working on straightening those legs, pushing the heels away from you. On your next inhale, pull on the strap, lift the head, lift the shoulders, bringing nose towards the knee, knees to nose. Exhale, straighten the arms, release shoulders and head. Inhale, pull on the straps, lifting up, pull the knees to the nose. Exhale, release head and shoulders, straighten arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, lifting up, pulling the knees even closer. Breathing here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And slowly release head, release shoulders. Pop the strap to the side, wrap arms around the fronts of the knees, hug knees into the chest, taking that little roll from side to side. And then hands behind the thighs as you rock and roll up to your cross-legged seat pose. Nice. So coming to your comfortable cross-legged seat, hands on your knees. Inhale, lengthen to spine, draw belly up and in. And hinge forward a little bit and then over to one side, leaning back and rotating big circles over the hips. Arms straightening as you lean back. Nice. And then changing direction. Easing out the spine. Maybe you've been at work today, studying, eating delicious lunch and drinking lovely Spanish red wine. I know what you're up to. And then drawing on the knees, lengthening the spine, pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. At the same time, lifting Uddiyana Bandha up and in. Inhale, length. Exhale, turn your head, look over one shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Release hands to heart center. Keep the length in the spine. Lifting a little more, shoulders pulling down as you turn and twist to one side, looking over one shoulder. Release to center. Exhale, other way. Release to center. Releasing arms wide. Squeeze shoulder blades together like someone's pulling your hands behind you. Exhale, bringing them in front. Interlace fingers, pressing palms away from you. Inhale, lifting arms, pull shoulders down. Exhale, hands come in front. Arch your lower back, chin to chest, seated cat. Inhale, lift hands, lift gaze. Exhale, press palms away, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest, arching the lower back. And inhale, releasing your hands, bringing them down either side. Keep the right fingertips on the mat, left arm reaches up. Reach the arm up, pull the shoulder down, and exhale, fold. Pausing here, inhale, straighten that left arm. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Can you fold deeper? Inhale, lifting, right fingertips to the mat, right arm reaches up, pull shoulder down, and exhale, fold, looking underneath the right arm. Inhale, reach that right arm, straighten the fingers. Exhale, bend elbow to fold deeper. Inhale, lifting up, left arm lifts, lift, 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 and fold. This time, can you bring right elbow to the floor, to the mat? Bending it right at the elbow, reaching left arm up and over. Inhale, lifting up, swapping sides. Reach length into the side body. Exhale, fold. Perhaps elbow coming to the mat. Reach that right arm, looking under right armpit. And inhale, lift, bringing hands behind you, interlace shoulders, squeeze shoulders together as you look up, and as you exhale, folding forward, arms coming up and over. Inhale yourself upright, looking up, squeeze shoulders together. Exhale, fold, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, up, lift head, look up. And exhale, folding forward. Lift those arms up, squeeze shoulders together. And inhale up to release, bringing right arm in front, left arm underneath. Drawing that right arm across, turning to look over right shoulder. Pausing here, stretch that shoulder. And release, left arm in front, right arm over. Draw the arm across, turn head to look over left shoulder. Really pull on that elbow with the right arm. And release, nice. Rolling over, coming to all fours. Setting up for, we've done our cat, we'll do a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift tailbone and gaze, press hard into your hands. Exhale, chin to chest, pressing into hands and knees. Inhale, cow pose, and exhale, pressing up into your cat. Inhale, release. And exhale up into your cat, keeping the cat arch in the back. Slowly drop your hips to your heels, forearms to the floor, forehead to the mat. Take a quick breather. Child's pose, stretching out the spine. Drop the hips as deep as you can. Breathing here, relax those shoulders. Pressing into the hands, coming back to your tabletop. Extend right leg long. Extend left arm long in front of you, little finger on the mat. Engage Uddiyana Bandha as leg lifts and arm lifts. Press the heel away from you. Reach the hand forward, but pull the left shoulder back. Now, as you exhale, press into the right hand, bend the right knee in, bring left elbow up behind you, like you're running in a race. And inhale, back to flying Superman. Exhale, pulling the knee in, elbow coming to the left, up behind you, looking between your legs. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Inhale, squeeze the knee up towards your right chest side, lift that left elbow up. And exhale, long, press the heel away, reach the fingers forward, and hand and knee to the mat. Left leg long, right arm long, little finger touching the mat. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, lift left leg, lift right arm. Push the right heel away from you, flex, left heel away from you, flex the foot. Reach arm long, but pull the shoulder back. Pressing into the hand, arching your back, left knee towards your nose, right arm coming up behind you. And release long. Inhale, knee towards nose, right arm lift. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, knee to nose, right arm lift. And exhale, lengthen, push the heel away. And hands to the mat. Weights on the right hand, left arm lifts up into your twist. Exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder, left cheek to the mat. Right arm reaching up and over behind you to the opposite hip crease. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Sink down onto the left cheek, the left shoulder. Hips are staying over knees. Breathing here. And on your next inhale, release right hand in front of your face. Straightening right arm as left arm lifts up to a twist. And release left hand to the mat. Right arm lifts up. And exhale, thread that needle. Right shoulder, right cheek to the mat. Left arm coming up and over to opposite hip crease. Relax right shoulder, relax the face. Breathing here. And inhale, left hand in front of face. Right arm lifts in your twist. And bringing it back down to the mat. Pad your hands forward. Then take them further still as you start to sink your chest and forehead to the mat. Hips lift in puppy dog pose. Sink that chest deeper down to the mat. Reach those arms further, stretching out across your shoulders. Feeling the stretch on your arms, down the side body. Breathing here. On your next inhale, walk the hands back, lift the forehead, walking hands back under shoulders, tuck toes, lift your knees 2 centimeters off the mat, pausing here, breathing here, pressing hard into the hands, feel your shoulders stretching across the back top of your back, and then bending the knees, coming into a crouching dog. Bend the knees, push your chest towards your thighs. Crouching dog, bring your belly towards your thighs and then extend one leg heel to the mat and bend. Other leg heel to the mat and bend. And alternate from one side to the other side. Stretching out those hamstrings. And then pausing in your downward dog, press into the hands, chest to thighs. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Lift your head, look at your hands, and then walk your feet up in between your hands to the top of the mat in your forward fold. Big toes touching, heels apart. Bend the knees, rest your belly and your chest on your thighs. Let the head just drop. Now, shift your weight a little bit forward so you're more on the balls of your feet. Then shift your weight back so you're more on the heels. Inhale, shift weight a little bit forwards. And then back to your heels. One more time, forward, more onto the balls of your feet. And now try and straighten your legs a little bit more. Keep your belly and chest pressing to your thighs. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Try and straighten your legs a tiny bit more. And then slowly with soft knees rolling up, chin tucked to chest. One vertebra at a time, straightening. Head lifting, arms lifting, lifting up. Hands kiss and to heart center. Nice. Keeping big toes together, heels apart. Release arms down to the side. Left arm snakes up long. Reach up, reach up. Now pull that shoulder down. And then taking a little fold. Right arm sliding down. Pausing here. Inhale up, sweep that arm down to the left-hand side. Right arm creeps up. Reach, but pull shoulder down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling round. Left arm reaches. Really reach, but keep that shoulder away from the ear as you fold, maybe a little deeper. Keep pulling belly button up and in, strong core as you release, coming to the other side and fold. Inhale, release, other arm reaching up and over and fold, and release. Nice. Bringing hands together, interlace fingers, squeeze shoulder blades together as you look up, maybe a little back bend. Soften the knees as you start to fold forward. You want to bring your belly and your chest to your thighs as your arms come overhead, up above you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, can you fold a little deeper? Arms coming over behind you a bit more. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs a little bit more. Bringing nose towards the knees. Inhale. Exhale, coming into your deepest fold yet. Release the hands, bringing them down in front of you. Bring left hand so your wrist touches both your big toes. Hand is flat on the mat. Bend left knee, straighten right leg, and reaching right arm up, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend right knee, right hand, wrist in front of toes. Left leg straightens as you look up to the ceiling on the left side. Exhale, fold, left hand in front of toes. Right leg straightens, really reach up. Straighten that right leg completely if you can. Stretching out the hamstrings. Exhale, bend right leg. Left leg straightens, left arm reaching up. Completely straightening that left leg if you can. And exhale, release. Rolling up, arms hanging heavy, chin to chest. Slowly unrolling, uncurling. Arms reaching out, reaching up, and hands to heart center. Big toes are still touching, heels apart as arms reach up. Reach the arms, palms together. You can interlace the fingers, but keep the index finger pointing. Reach the arms up, pull shoulders away from ears. Engage Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, fold, looking underneath opposite arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Maybe a bit deeper this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left hand takes hold of right wrist. Stretch the right arm, pulling on the wrist. And fold, deepest fold yet. Really pull that right arm up and over, looking underneath the arm. Inhale, release. Right hand takes left wrist, pull. And exhale, fold. Feel that stretch down that left arm, left side body. Inhale, release, spread your fingers wide, bringing arms down to the side, roll shoulders up, back, down and forwards. Inhaling up and back, exhaling down and forwards. Inhale and exhale, change direction. Inhale back and up, exhale forwards and down. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time after this one. Really make it a big, big circle and then come to a still pose. Now lift your right shoulder circling on its own. Isolated movement. The only thing moving is that right shoulder. Rolling backwards. Switch sides. Left shoulder on its own. Squeezing it up and back and rolling it down and forwards. Nice. And release. Give the arms a shake. Give the legs a shake. Coming to the top of your mat. We'll do a few rounds of sun salutations with some nice folds thrown in for good measure. So we're going to start off with legs and feet together. So zip up your inner legs. Press the knees together. Squeeze the calves together and the thighs together. Arms reaching down, palms facing forwards. Lift the arms up behind you. Lift them a bit higher, palms are facing down, and then exhale, coming to your chair pose. Make sure you can see your big toes. Drop the hips a bit lower. Lift the arms a little higher. Drop the hips even more. You want that bottom nice and low as you then fold forwards, hands either side of your feet. Trying to straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhaling, halfway lift up onto your fingertips, straight legs. Exhale, fold, hands either side of the feet. Lift right foot, coming back to your lunge. Lower the knee, flatten the foot. Walk the hands back. Keep left foot on the mat, straightening left leg as much as you can. Now lift the toes, push that left hip back and flex that foot. Strong, strong stretch on the left hamstrings, left calf muscle. Inhale, left foot to the mat, hands walk forward, tuck right toes, stepping back to your plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to your cobra, point the toes away from you. Tucking toes, press via the knees, and we are in downward facing dog. Left foot stays on the mat, right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Now just gently pull that right hip down a tiny bit so both hips are level. Lift the right foot a little bit higher. Lower the left heel. Look between your hands and sweep that right foot between your hands. Lower the left knee, flatten the left foot. Walking hands back. Keep the toes on the floor to start off with. Straighten the leg as much as you can. Now lift the toes, flex the foot. Drop your hips back a little bit till you feel that deep, deep stretch behind that leg. Breathing here. Use the breath to sink deeper into the pose. And then flattening the foot, walking hands forward, tuck left toes, stepping feet forwards, feet together, knees together. Folding, deep, deep fold. Inhale, start to lift the arms up behind you. Lift them higher. Lift them higher. Lift them until you feel your triceps screaming at you. And exhale, coming into our Utkatasana. Lift those arms, drop those hips. Curl the little finger under like you're holding that giant beach ball. Squeeze the legs together as hips drop lower. Make sure you can see your big toes. And exhale, release, hands to heart center. Reset the feet and the knees, arms by your side, pressing the palms up and away from you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Spread the fingers wider, reach the arms longer, and dropping into your chair pose. Pull shoulders away from ears. Drop the hips a bit lower, reach the arms a bit higher. Sink those hips even lower. And exhale, fold, deep, deep fold with legs as straight as you can get them. You want your hands as flat as you can get them either side of your feet. And you want to try and straighten your legs. Again, here it can help to just shift your weight the tiniest bit further forward on the balls of your feet. Then straighten the legs. Draw the nose towards your knees. Nice. And then lifting the left foot, stepping left foot back. Left hand under left shoulder, right arm reaching up. Breathing here, reach that right hand further, spread the fingers wider, press that left heel away from you, squeeze the left kneecap, strong legs. And right hand outside right foot, stepping back to your plank. Chaturanga, hug the elbows down past your rib cage as you lower, you hover, inhaling, up dog, meeting in down dog. Weights on the right foot, left leg lifts up high. Lift that left leg up really high. Now just pull the left hip down a bit and then reach the left leg higher. Push into your hands, nose coming closer to the knee, then lower the right heel a little bit more. Lift head, gazes between the hands as the left foot steps between hands. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Really reach that arm, spread the fingers wide. Spread the palm wide. And then left hand outside left foot, stepping forward. Uttanasana, deep, deep fold. Try to get your legs a tiny bit straighter every time. Shift the weight forwards a tiny bit if that creates that bit more space for you. Arms come up behind you, palms are facing upwards. Lift those arms, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, bringing them up as high as you can get them. And releasing. Utkatasana, lift the arms, sink the hips. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Curl little fingers under. And release to standing. Hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Quick body scan. Lift your toes up high. Spread them wide. Release Release them down. Draw your tailbone under, lift, pulling underneath you and drawing belly up and in. Slide your shoulder blades down behind you, or shoulders away from ears as neck lengthens. On your next inhale, sweep the arms out wide, reaching them up, looking up. Flip palms and swan dive down to your mat. Hands either side of the feet, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Bend the knees, bring your belly and chest onto your thighs. Pausing here. Now, keeping your belly and chest on your thighs, straighten your legs a tiny bit. Shift the weight a tiny bit forward. Straighten the legs a bit more. Keep belly and chest on thighs. Shift weight forwards onto the ball of your feet. Straighten legs a tiny bit more. Belly and chest are still on thighs. Press into your hands, stepping back one leg at a time to your plank. Pausing in plank. Press into the hands. Feel your shoulders broadening behind you. Press harder into your hands. Feel your arm muscles engaging. Walk the toes in. Press the heels away. Squeeze the kneecaps and the fronts of the thighs. Shift weight slightly further forward. Hug elbows into the rib cage as you super slowly lower, lower, lower. Inhaling, up dog. And drop the knees. Keep hands where they are. Shift your hips to heels. Take an extended child's pose. Keep elbows lifted. Let your hips sink down towards your heels. Keep the arms long. Try and relax the tops of your shoulders. Breathing here. Spreading your fingers wide, tucking your toes, and we are in downward facing dog. Weights on the right foot, left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, stepping forward, and coming up to your warrior one. So train tracks. I'm going to angle myself. So the back foot angled away from heel, further back than the toes. Shoulders over hips facing forward. Get that nice long stride. And bending and straightening that front knee. Finding your stride length that you can sink into a nice 90-degree front knee bend. Inhale, arms up. Lift the arms, shoulders away from ears as you sink deeper into the pose. Now check that back leg. Is the outer edge of your foot firmly pressing into the mat? Is your right knee straight? Squeeze the flesh on your thighs. Lift and squeeze your thigh up and in. Then releasing your hands, keep your front knee in a 90-degree bend as arms reach behind you. Interlace, squeeze shoulders together as you look up. Exhale, folding forward, humble warrior. Left shoulder inside left knee. Arms coming up and over. Give your head a little nod. Bend that left knee a tiny bit more. Can you bring your left shoulder and top of the arm inside the left knee completely? Can you lift your arms a little higher? Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And then releasing your hands, bringing your left hand inside the left foot. Keep the left knee bent, reaching up into a twist. Reach that right arm up. Nice. And then bring both hands either side of that left foot. Straighten the left leg, pyramid pose. Both legs completely straight. Lengthen in the spine. Draw your belly and chest over that left thigh. Bend the elbows and fold over that left thigh. Bringing nose towards the left knee or the left shin. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Breathing here. Keep pulling the left hip back. Draw the left hip back, trying to keep hips even. Breathing. And then pressing into the mat, straighten the arms, bend the front knee, hands either side as you step back to your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana as you lower. Cobra or up dog. And we'll meet in downward dog. Setting up for the other side. Weight is on the left foot. Right leg lifts up high. Flex the foot, push the heel up. Draw that right hip down. At the same time, lift right foot. Lower left heel. Look in between your hands as you sweep that foot in between your hands. Warrior one on the other side. Shoulders over hips, facing the direction of your front foot. Check the back foot's at roughly a 30-degree angle. Bending and straightening that front knee. Sinking deeper, extending the length of your stride till you find your perfect lunge. Arms reach out, reach up, shoulders pull down and away from ears. Press the outer edge of your left foot into the mat, straighten that left leg. Lift your gaze, lift your hands, all shoulders down and away from ears. Keeping your legs exactly where they are, bring arms behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze shoulders as hands slide down behind you. And exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder inside right knee. Arms lifting. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, can you sink that right shoulder deeper inside that right knee? Can you bring your arms further overhead? Keep breathing deep, slow, even breaths. And releasing hands, right hand inside right foot, left arm lifting up towards the ceiling, maybe turning head to look up. And release both hands either side of right foot. Straighten that right leg, pull the right hip back. To bring yourself into the fold, bend the elbows out to the side. Draw your belly, your chest to that right thigh, nose towards the knee. Inhale, straighten that right leg a bit more. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Inhale, pull that right hip back a bit more. Exhale, sinking deeper. And then hands either side of right foot, stepping back to your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Drop the knees, hips to heels, forearms, forehead to the mat. Take a little break, give your wrists a pat. Make fists with your fingers, clench and straighten. Release any wrist tension. And then pressing into your hands, drop the hips to one side and extend your legs nice and long in front of you. Nice. Bend the knees. We're going to be working on our deep fold again. You can use the strap if you want, but it's more about keeping the contact of belly and chest to the thighs. So you really want to get that sense of your whole body is pressing against your thighs. And then you can use the strap and keep your belly and chest on your thighs as you start to straighten your legs. Stop if your belly and chest start lifting. Otherwise, you're going to come as deep into this as feels good for you. I'm losing my voice. Getting your legs as straight as you can. You can release the straps. You can hold onto your feet if that feels more comfortable. But belly and chest are pressing onto the thighs as you then release your nose towards the knees. My lovely, lovely husband just brought me a glass of water. Thank you. So on your next inhale, pull on your feet. Can you lengthen your spine? As you exhale, can you sink deeper? So your belly and I'm allergic to something in here. Your belly and chest should be on your thighs the whole time. Using the breath to sink deeper. Releasing your feet, walk your hands up your legs to bring yourself upright. Hands either side of hips, bending at the knees, lifting to a reverse tabletop. Push those hips up. Support the head with the neck. Breathing here. Lift those hips a bit higher. Squeeze your butt cheeks for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower your bottom, extend the legs, arms reaching out, reaching up. That little sideways motion as you bring yourself forward to your fold. Your belly and chest might not be on your thighs. If you want to bend your knees to bring the thighs to the belly and chest, that's fine. And then straighten the legs. Relax forward. Inhale, pull on the feet to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold even deeper. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold super, super deep. Maybe your nose is even touching your knees by now. Breathing here. Release the feet. Walk hands up your legs to bring yourself upright. And come to about halfway down your mat. Arms in front, C-shape your lower back. Super slowly, with control, lowering yourself down, all the way down, bringing head and shoulders to the mat, hug knees into the chest. Take a little rock from side to side. Bring right foot to the mat, extend left leg up long, hands behind the thighs. As you inhale, lift head and shoulders and draw that nose towards your knee. Maybe knee even touches nose. Release head and shoulders, bring left foot to the mat. Inhale, right leg up long, point the toes, hands behind the thigh. Inhale, lift head and shoulders, walk hands up leg, draw that knee to your nose. I want to see your noses touching that knee. We've been working so hard on our folds. We should be feeling super flexy. As you exhale, release the head, release the foot, T-shape your arms, drop the knees to one side, turn head the other way. Relax your shoulders, relax the legs. Inhale, knees to center, knees over the other way, turn head the opposite direction. Relax shoulders, relax hips, relax legs. Inhaling to center, hug the knees in one more time, tightly into the chest, squeeze them in. Inhale, lift head and shoulders, touch your nose to your knees. Then release head, shoulders. Releasing your legs long to either corner of the mat. Arms by your side, adjusting hips, adjusting shoulders, tuck your chin. Close your eyes and relax. We've all worked hard. Enjoy a rest in Shavasana. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Deep, slow, even breaths. Gently rolling your head from one side, bringing your chin to one shoulder. Back to center and over to the other side. Back to center. Draw the legs together, point your feet, flex your feet. Inhale, arms up long overhead, interlace fingers, press the palms away from you as you point your toes away from you, taking a full body stretch, lengthening in the side body, then releasing the bind, bringing one knee at a time into the chest. Hug your knees in, take that lovely little back massage, rock from side to side, rolling over, using your hands to press yourself up to your cross-legged seat pose. Hands at heart center, hands to the third eye, and namaste, my lovelies. Thank you so much.